I think they just take ones from Magic the Gathering. So pretty much, like Magic the Gathering, 60 card deck, unless you play Commander. That's a 100 card deck with only one of each copy. Normal Magic, 60 card deck with four of any type. Lorcana, 60 card deck, four, only four of each type, or not four of each card. Magic the Gathering, there's five, well, technically six if you count colorless mana. And there's six types of, I guess, types in Lorcana, but you can only have two per deck. So people saying, "Oh, I'm going to make this deck that has 6 colors." Can't do it. You can only have 2 colors. Which, I have to really think. I think are they called gems? Okay, inks is what they're called. They're called inks. There's 6 different types of inks. They're based off gems: amber, amethyst, emerald, ruby, sapphire, and steel. And I think steel is probably going to be the colorless from Magic the Gathering. So there's that. But like compared to Magic, like I said, you can have 6. We can have every type of mana in Magic the Gathering deck. Some people make 1, make 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes they make 6 because there's some people throw colorless in there, even though it's not an actual type of mana. It is still counted as a mana because people say colorless mana. They go islands, which I have a tattoo of. Plains, I have a tattoo of. Swamp, tattoo of. Mountain, and forest. I have tattoos of all those. But it's just my thought. So there's that. There's different abilities. They're like a Magic Gathering. You have I'm trying to think. You have sorceries, enchantments, monsters, and permanents. No, wait. Enchantments? Well, yeah, mana, enchantment. Mana, enchantment. No, mana, enchantment. I think. Or enchantment or equipment. Let's say both. Mana, equipment, enchantment, instant, artifact. They're like 6 or 7. But for Lorcana, they have items, characters, and actions, but there's also songs. So there's that. I'm going on a tangent on that, but I'm just explaining it. Now, there's that. But I don't know if Lorcana is going to have something just like Magic the Gathering where they have, okay, like a commander sort of thing. But after that, pretty much it's the same thing. You have to tap mana or ink or whatever you want to say for how you play the cards in Magic and Lorcana. For Magic, I'll give you an example. I'll wait for that. For the hands, it's the exact same thing as Lorcana or Magic and Lorcana. You have 7 cards. If you go first, you're not allowed to draw, just like Magic. Same for Lorcana. Excuse me. Pretty much for Magic. This is where it starts to vary differently. For Magic, you have mana cards in your hand. You play a Magic card down. Or mana card down. If you're green or blue, you can go right away. In Lorcana, you can do that as well, but this is really different. In Lorcana, if you look at... I'm saying it's holding the card. Look in the top left. There's going to be a card that'll say... Like, we'll give you an example. Pongo. Because that's one of the cards. It's Pongo from the Disney. It actually shows... It'll show his thing, which is... I can't remember what it is. I think it's like 3. But then it'll be something else behind it that... So it's like 2 things. That means you can place that card face down in where your mana would be for Magic the Gathering, and that counts as your Inkwell. Which is a smart idea instead of having to pack a whole bunch of mana cards in there or whatever. You have that. So, for example, Pongo say 3. People say, oh, that's how many ink he has. No, that's how much he costs to summon. So it's just like mana. You place one card down, that's how much ink you have. Sort of thing. So once that happens, you can either wait or you can actually put stuff down and tap and go. And pretty much, this is where it differs as well. In Magic the Gathering, you start with 20 life, 40 for playing Commander. For and the thing for Magic, you have to go all the way from 20 or 40, depending what format you're playing, all the way down to 0. Lorcana, you start from 0, and you have to quest your way, I think is what it's called, all the way up to 20. So pretty much they took that thing for Magic instead of having to...
I know I'll never be the same. Shook my world so hard again. Wish I washed away my sins. He's a dead man walking, blank stare in his eyes. Should have given up on the ones I trust. Never should have been surprised when they shot him down. Cold blood to the ground.